Hey guys, Sweetkid here with a new CSR2 video. In this video, we're going to take a look at Rosso Maranello Finale, the final event in the Rosso Maranello series. So, to be upfront, this event is designed for people who beat the other Rosso Maranello events, being Rosso Maranello Grand Prelude, Elite Pursuits, and Crimson Gauntlets. If you didn't do any of those events, like you missed one, this finale is likely not for you. Nevertheless, I'm here to report on what the lock-ins are so you can be prepared in advance. Starting with lock-in 1 is the most universal of them all. I would recommend you to lock in either the Ferrari 488 Pista Spider or the Purple Star FXXK. The reasons behind each is because, first of all, starting with the 488 Pista Spider, this is a showdown card that appears in a lot of Elite Showdowns. So, if you participate in Elite Showdown and you have this card, chances are you have been opening a lot of crates for this guy. So, as a result, you likely have a lot of Stage 6s for this guy on hand or even installed on the card like me with all Stage 6s. As a result, I would say the Ferrari 488 Pista Spider would be the first choice because it's just so easy to upgrade. Secondly, the other choice I would say if you have none of the lock-ins upgraded for lock-in 1, upgrade the Purple Star Ferrari FXXK, the yellow one. The reason I say so is because the Purple Star Ferrari FXXK is in collections. As a result, you can advance your collections level by upgrading this car, locking it in, and perhaps even doing the veteran challenge. So as a result, you're killing two birds with one stone. If you don't have any other lock-ins, I suggest you upgrade the FXXK. Other lock-ins like the 488 Pista, the Coupe, the 458 Special, F12 Berlinetta, 488 Spider, 599 GTO, and so on. These cars should not be used because these are just slow, outdated cars which serve no purpose outside of this event. So as a result, those are pretty worthless and don't upgrade them. Moving on to lock-ins 2, 3, 4, and 5, these cars are all interchangeable. And I'll start with the ones I own. First of all, the Ferrari GTO. This was the reward for Rosso Maranello Grand Prelude, and as a side note, this turns out to be quite a good live racer. So as a result, if you happen to have this car, it's also to be used in live racing after the event ends. So when Rosso Maranello Finale is done, you can have a great live racer on your hands with the Ferrari GTO. Next up, the Ferrari F40 Competizione. Note that this is a paid car. This was a flash event car featured in Rosso Maranello Elite Pursuits, and if you skipped out on this, you likely are not going to get very far in this event because this is a bit of a roadblock because they want you to buy this paid car if you want to get the 849 at the end of this event. So if you miss out on it, it's not going to be possible to get an 849, unfortunately. Also, I will note that the F40 Competizione is a pretty okay live racer. I've taken it into live and I just personally don't like it for the way it drives and its dependency on Stage 6s because Purple Stars need more investment when it comes to getting Stage 6s, and while I was lucky enough to get Stage 6 from my race pass Stage 6 transmission from my race pass and Stage 6 body from a free crate, I still don't like this car at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, I would just build this car to beat the event, and that's about it for the F40 Competizione. Next up, the Ferrari F430 Scuderia. I did some digging in advance and I found out that this car simply just doesn't live race well, even with Stage 6 transmission and body. It just doesn't get the PP to EVO ratio I expect from a live racer, so as a result, build this car to go fast and don't think about taking it into live. It's just not going to do very well. Finally, we have the Ferrari 296 Special A. This car is supposedly based on the existing Ferrari 296 GTB. So that car turns out to be quite a good live racer. So if we're looking at it and the trend based on it, the 296 Special A could also be a solid live racer. Don't hold me on that because the car is still new and no one has it yet. So until we can find out what this car can attain, Don't hold my words as gospel. I'm just telling you my theory, so take it as a theory with a grain of salt and don't hold it as gospel. With that said, lock-in 6 is, of course, the Ferrari 849 Testarossa, the prize for Rosso Maranello finale. If you're intending to beat this event until the very end, it could be very expensive. So as a result, I will be working my way until the 849 and I'll be stopping there, because if I were to upgrade all of these cars, it will be very costly. For me, I luckily have the F40 Competizione in a good state with 6 of 7 state 6s, but the Ferrari GTO, F430 Scuderia, 296 Special A are going to undoubtedly require me to open some paid crates or state 6s. As a result, I will say this event is going to be a little bit expensive. It's not as expensive as Hypercar Sanctum, but it will cost me quite a bit if I'm going to get those cars upgraded in a good state. Moving on to the showdown tied to this event, one of the Apex cars, if I'm not wrong, the Apex car is actually the Ferrari F40 Competizione or the Ferrari GTO, I cannot remember. But if you were fortunate enough and you bought the F40 Competizione like I advised and you upgraded it, that's going to be one of the top cars. So as a result, if you bought the Flash Van car, you should be in a good state. Other than that, I will say the 812 Competizione, 812 GTS, 12 Cylindri, and whatnot, these cars are just completely outclassed by the F40 Competizione. So if you want to do well in the showdown, you just have to hope you already bought this car in advance. And with that said, that wraps up my thoughts on Rosso Maranello finale, both the events and the showdown. If this video has been helpful to you in any way, do consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. With that said, that wraps up my thoughts on Rosso Maranello finale, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.